So this, first of all, is the book.
Yes.
We will show this. We will show this. I don't know why I'm talking to.
Yeah, let's call it the burn book.
Ooh.
It's a burn book, but it does not belong to mean girls. We're not mean girls, by the
We're
way.
actually very aware girls, which brings us to the first part. Let's do the introduction now.
All right, so how did we meet?
This is a
Leo?
very good one. This is a very good one. How did we meet? So how we met is actually, first of all, I'm Leanne, but they do call me Leo, okay? And Sarah. Okay. So how we met is actually the reason we started the podcast itself.
Yeah.
We met through a person who did try to manipulate both of us.
Yeah.
We met through a guy. Girls. A guy tried to manipulate multiple women.
A man.
I'm a fighter man, a man. But for real.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a small little introduction.
No, we can add more to it.
And also, I never thought something like this would happen. And to be honest, none of us would ever expect to be manipulated or be in any way put on that level or put in that situation.
Exactly. Yes.
We didn't feel like, oh, we're competing for a man, because we understood his game. And we're gonna get to talk about that later.
Yeah. We need to address that.
We will
need to
address
address
that. Okay. So, now tell me.
Leo, before we move on, I just want to say something. So Leo and I, we are two different people, different personalities. We come from different backgrounds, different regions, different parts of the world.
Yeah.
And fortunately or unfortunately, I'd say both, this one common factor, this one common experience united us.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the best part about this unison is that the moment we realized that, okay, we went through almost the same thing, and we're not gonna let this come between us as a point of contention.
Exactly.
We're gonna make something useful out of it.
And this is why we bring you Checkmate Podcast. We are here teaching the manipulator's playbook. We are here to tell you the things you should look out for,
Yes.
how a manipulator acts. We're going to go into the psychology of it. It's going to be one hell of a podcast. I censored myself over there. Okay. So now, we will start with the topic of what constitutes a manipulator.
Exactly.
What is a manipulator made out of, other than lies?
Other than lies, exactly. There's a lot to unpack here.
Yeah. So let's get on unpacking this. We're gonna start, I believe, by addressing the version of that manipulator that you saw, and then the version that I saw. So
Yes.
in this, we will understand that the sense, the game, if you may.
Yeah. And something very important to understand here is that the reason why we are sharing our experience is because it involves one man playing two different characters of a manipulator.
That was something.
I mean, I saw a completely different person.
I
She
did.
experienced a completely different person.
And by the way, the most interesting part about this is the fact that it boils down to how you react, and we will get to that as well.
Yes. Interestingly, both of us had completely different reactions because he pretended to be a completely different person to both of us.
This is the fun part.
Yeah.
So to me, I believe what constitutes a manipulator is someone who, instead of healing their pain, they're trying to spread it into other people. A manipulator is someone with a lot of issues, a lot of trauma, a lot of things that they feel like if they tackled, they would be weak, or they would be considered weak.
Yeah, unresolved trauma, unresolved issues.
Unresolved everything.
Everything is
A manipulator is always thinking that they're not good enough. Okay, by the way, and this is something you can use for your advantage. Just saying. A manipulator always thinks that they're not good enough. So they try to make up a whole life story, something completely different. They will add some truth to it so we can fall for it.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
What do you think constitutes a manipulator?
So let's go back into the very depth of who they start to become when they are a child. That is where it starts. That is exactly where it starts. And with these people, the way they use their own life experiences to craft their personalities in a negative way is so disturbing. And I say disturbing because their idea is that the purpose of pain in their lives is to make them who they are. Yes,
They identify with
the pain, which is okay.
No,
All
it's
of us.
not. No, it's not. You don't identify with the pain ever. The pain, it was there, but it doesn't become a part of your identity because it means that if you heal this pain, you're actually gonna lose your identity. Can you imagine?
A perspective on this one. I respect that and I appreciate that. Some people use that pain to translate it into something useful through their actions, but not everyone does it. I mean, yes, life has been difficult, life has been to you. You have childhood traumas, but you got that pain. How are you going to use that pain to what's the right word?
Remake.
To remake, like to change your surroundings, to improve your surroundings, to become a better person,
Remake yourself away from the pain.
exactly, and make other people's lives better as well. The problem is that with these manipulators, they use the pain to impart even more pain to other people around them.
Yeah.
And by doing so, they feel the empowerment, the strength, which is actually not the right way to gain these tools.
Exactly. Because to them, the more pain I cause, the more control I have.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God.
The more pain I cause, the more control I have.
Yes.
Think about it. So they think in their heads that, okay, now I have a hold on that person's emotions. I have a hold on that person's thoughts. They're going to be thinking whether I'm going to be there or not. So I have power over that person.
Yeah.
I have control. It's like somebody grabbing you by the neck. So the thing is, we actually ignored major and I say major red flags.
Yeah.
It was war sirens. It was screaming at us to bolt out of there. So it was screaming at us. It was like, hey, get out.
Yes.
And we're gonna tackle this right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna tackle what are the red flags that we should have escaped so you don't have to go through it.
And I have to admit, Leo, I walked right into it.
Oh, baby.
Like, he was waving red flag in my face like this, and I walked right into it.
Literally. And we do this, and we will tackle the reasons why. I'll give you that.
Yes.
So, what are the patterns of behavior? And by the way, we would love for you guys to share your stories, okay? Like, this is a podcast made by women, for women and men who go through narcissistic abuse or go through manipulators and they don't know what to feel about it, or they think that, oh, it's my fault, I need to try harder. Maybe you don't. You actually need to stop trying, and then you'll see them crumble.
Oh, by the way, just want to put it out there before all the men come after us, it's not about the male manipulators only.
Oh, yeah, totally.
We are identifying the female manipulators as well.
Any manipulator,
Anyone.
no matter the
Doesn't
gender.
Exactly.
The
It could
gender
be
is
anyone.
not, but we went through a man.
Yeah, we went through a man, so that's why we're sharing our story. And we're
Exactly.
using this
Exactly. As an inspiration.
as an inspiration.
Yeah. So let's discuss. Oh my god. Let's discuss the patterns of behavior. The patterns of behavior that the manipulator has. Okay.
Trauma dumping.
Ooh.
Literally trauma dumping. Look, as human beings, all of us have experienced trauma at a certain level in our lives. It could be related to your family, someone from your family, someone from your friends. It could be just anyone. And it also doesn't have to be specific to a human being. It could be related to an experience that you may have gone through. All of us have gone through a trauma, not a drama, sorry. It just came out wrong. When you are romantically trying to involve with a person, and I'm specifically mentioning romantic relationship here because this is where this becomes a big red flag. This is a kind of relationship where you have the autonomy to create something with another person. So you have to watch out for certain signs in that person. You have to be careful, not saying to be extremely skeptical of what they're saying, what they're doing around you, but be cautious. And the biggest red flag for women, women really need to be careful about this, is when a man in the early stages, as early as the first week of talking, the first week, just spills out his trauma in very detailed manner. You need to think about what is the purpose behind him sharing this at this stage. Because you don't know a person in 1 week. You're still getting to know them. You're still getting to see them as an individual. So if a person wants to expose you to a very deep, dark, and wounded part of their personality, I'm sorry, this is a big no. This is a problem.
Can I add something here? And this is one very important point that you mentioned, because a person is going to release their trauma or trauma dump so they can understand your trauma and use it against you. So they are thinking in their heads like, okay, we're sharing, but they're not actually sharing. They're looking out for what you will share. So in the later stages, the second week, okay, they will use that against you.
Yeah.
You will tell them that you have a fear of spiders, and they will, dress up as a spider. And this is a very silly example. Or they will fill your room up with spiders. These people will always use your trauma against you, and keep that in mind. You should never share traumatic experiences with people you just met.
Yes.
Never. Especially traumatic relationships.
Yes, absolutely. And the other part about this trauma sharing, trauma dumping act is that if you are the target, by the way, and if you have gone through similar experiences in life, the tragedy is that you will instantly develop that unhealthy connection with your manipulator. Trauma bonding, exactly, trauma bonding. And when it happens, trust me, you're basically
done for.
You're done for. You're finished.
Yeah.
You're not escaping that anytime soon.
Yeah. And even if you did, you will also feel sympathy. Do you know the song Sympathy for the Devil? This is exactly how you will feel. I'm not even kidding.
And that's a perfect example.
Yeah.
I swear.
Then we have the third. The premature I love you.
Oh my God.
Who in the hell loves a person in a week? You don't. Okay, this is a way to trap you. Okay, so let's say right now, I don't know, like what is love to begin with? This person doesn't say I love you because they have feelings for you. They could have said I liked you. They could have said I thought you were an interesting person. If they were not a manipulator, if they didn't have a gain from this, okay, they wouldn't say I love you. They would do anything. Like, it's okay, let's go out on dates. Even if you couldn't go out on dates, let's do something to get to know each other better.
That's right.
They go with I love you. Because unfortunately, and here I'm specifying manipulators, but I'm talking again about the experience that we went through. So they think that this is a soft spot for everybody. So if I come here and I show you my trauma, I come here and I show you that I went through things, and then I tell you that I love you, you will immediately fall for it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
That is true.
and then after this I love you, we will go through 3 stages. And I studied this. If I can show you the notebook, I studied this. Stage number 1, honeymoon phase, which is usually 5 to 7 days, because a manipulator has to move fast.
Yes.
5 to 7 days of honeymoon stage, of literally them telling you, let's get married. And you're like, let's get what now? Let's get what now?
God.
We do,
I have PTSD right now. I swear. Oh my god. Oh my god.
let's get married.
Oh my god.
And then and then this reaction, your reaction determines. So if you were like, get what? They're gonna be like, I don't mean now, like I mean later in life. Or you fall for it. And they're like planning a future with you. Let's buy a house. Let's get married. I wanna have your babies. What the? You wanna have what now? This is the first week. Second week is gonna go hot and cold. After the I love you. These are stages after the I love you. It's like, oh, I'm too busy, or oh my god, I can't. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the right mental place.
Oh,
I'm not in the right mental place. Right?
Not
I
in the right
can't
mental
talk.
place.
I don't want to call you. I'm not gonna text you. I'm gonna go hot and cold. I'm gonna screw with your mental health. I will take everything that I learned about you in this week, because I moved so intensely quickly, and use it against you. So I will be hot and cold. I will not text you. I will not answer you. Even if I did answer you, I'm gonna keep telling you that I'm going through things.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in this stage, you actually identify his next step or her next step, their next step, okay? If you gave them their space, they will freak out. They will definitely freak out. They will be like, oh my god, what have I done? If you insist on connecting with them and talking to them, they will pull away even harder.
Oh.
And this is when you feel like you have done something awful. This is when they start messing with your head. They are living rent-free in that little pretty head of yours.
That's right.
The third and final stage after the I love you, the glorious I love you, is the you deserve better.
Oh. I'm not good for you.
This is so funny. You deserve better. I'm not good for you. I think that you deserve better. People, men, women of this planet, anybody of this planet, if somebody tells you you deserve better, believe them.
Believe them and run.
You deserve better.
Yeah.
They see that. So they are basically saying, I know you deserve better, but I don't want to get the work done to be better, because honestly, like, why would I do that? Like right now, I have a lot more to manipulate. I'm gonna go paint the town red
Exactly.
with the blood of the people I manipulated. This is not okay.
That's a good one.
Okay.
That's a good one, Leo.
And then comes the moment. Again, your reaction is going to determine what happens next, because a manipulator will take themselves out of your life. If you try to understand why, if you were looking for closure, they will mess with your head in a way you're going to be physically sick.
Yeah.
And if you just let them go, they're going to come back and be like, I regret it. Man, and by the way, this is the story from both sides.
Seriously.
Okay,
Seriously.
I regret it, and I didn't mean it, and I'm gonna be better, and whatever. And you're not gonna fall for it, right? This is why we have the podcast. So
Yes.
you don't fall for it.
Yeah.
Moving on with the
Yeah.
fourth,
3.
third red flag.
Yeah,
third red flag. Okay.
Yes, that was the third red flag. I want to go back to the part where you said how our reaction determines the counteraction of your manipulator.
Yeah.
So I'd like to share our own personal experiences here because Leo and I both had a completely different reaction, by the way. And
Okay.
and there's a lot of learning from it.
Yeah.
So
You go first.
Yeah, I'll
You
go first. So my reaction was absolutely opposite to Leo, opposite to that of Leo, because I was taken by shock. I was not expecting this to be like, okay, done deal. I'm not good for you. I'm not for you. I'm not for you. I'm not good for you. I want you to have better. Okay. And my reaction was obviously that, okay, something's wrong. Something is definitely upsetting the man. And probably I need to be here. I need to be more understanding and I need to listen to him. I need to provide him that space, that comfort where he can open up and he can actually tell me what is going on. And when I did that, it went on for weeks because it was my need to chase for the closure, and it was his need to get that sense of control over me and my emotions, to get the power out of it, because he could see that, okay, I was hot and cold with this woman. She is unable to let go. She is living into that imaginary world that I created for her. She is unable to dissociate from it. She still believes that I am the good guy and I am good for her.
Yeah.
And that is where manipulators thrive. They thrive when they see you chase, when they see that you have absolutely no understanding of what happened to you. And it takes a while, and I want you to understand that if you have gone through something similar, I want you to understand that it's not your fault.
No.
You really, really need to understand, and this is something that we will cover later on, but I just want you to understand, because somebody out there listening to us would be getting triggered by this, and we understand why. Trust us, we have been through that, so we know how you feel. But we want you to understand that if you have chased your manipulator looking for answers and you have had difficulty dissociating yourself from the reality and from the scenarios, from the character that they portrayed, we get it. We completely get it. Just do not think for a second that you made a mistake over there. It's really difficult to get out of that situation, by the way, if you don't have the right support system.
We're here.
And now we're here. And if you're not dealing with that objectively, you're going to continue to remain stuck in that loop. And unfortunately, I was one of them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately or fortunately.
It's
But
okay.
here I am and I'm sharing my experience,
Yeah.
and we're creating something really good out of it.
That's
Hopefully that can help you too. So, coming back to that, that was my experience. Leo, how about yours? And you're gonna love that, by the way.
My experience is awesome.
Yes.
First of all, it's awesome. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
So we were in the hot and cold game, right? So like he was playing hot and cold. He was not answering texts, so I stopped texting first. He was like, I can't call you. I'm not, in a good place, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. So maybe 3 days go by or 2 days go by, something like that. And then he tells me that he can call me now. I'm like, okay, perfect. Literally, one-worded replies, okay. So he calls me, I pick up the phone. He's like, listen. I'm like, yes. He's like, I don't think I can be with you. I'm not good for you.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
good for you. I can't be with you. I know you deserve better. It's just like I can't. And I replied with, okay. And I hung up. Best. It was like, okay, I'm not going to keep you then. I'm like, okay. And I hung up. Okay?
Wow.
This is the mindset that you should be in. I'm not wasting my energy on someone who does not want to be with me. If somebody chose to actually come up to me and tell me that they can't be with me, by all means, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. I ain't doing the chasing game. I ain't doing the whole please stay game. I wanna rock and roll all night. But like for real.
And party every day.
Literally, I ain't wasting my energy on people. So the reactions that we got from the same person had her flabbergasted.
Yeah.
She was flabbergasted. Sarah was like, what?
And I must add, because when that happened, I had met him just 16 hours ago. I was with him, I met him. So I met the person in person. So being treated like that right after 16 hours after our meeting, with no explanation as to what went wrong, except I'm not good for you. Okay.
Which is okay. And this is when we need to get into the next part before continuing on with the red flags, which is a study done by, I need my notes. The study is done by Ari Kruglansky. The study that's done by Ari Kruglansky is the need for cognitive closure, which is what the narcissist puts us in. Okay, so the study was done. It's called, he calls it the NFC. Okay, so I'm going to refer to it from now on as NFC. Okay, so a high need for cognitive closure is usually categorized as a motivational tendency to seek certainty and firm answers in ambiguity. If you drive your car and it's foggy, okay, it's really foggy and you can't see, you're gonna have your fog lights turned on.
Yeah.
If a moose just jumped on the way, you're not gonna be mad at the fog. You're not gonna go ask the fog, why did you do this to me? So a high need for cognitive closure is that exact thing. You're seeking certainty in ambiguity. You're seeking certainty in the unknown.
Yeah.
His research actually states that people are hardwired to seek resolution. Think about it. We are hardwired to seek resolution. We always want to find a solution for everything. And this is why narcissists really trigger empaths, because we want to solve it.
Yes.
We want to solve their issues. We want to be the person who solves it. Take a step back, chill. It's not for you to solve. Okay? So a manipulator actually, okay, will put us through multiple tests. The tests. The fourth red flag.
Oh my God.
The test would make it seem, okay, like you achieved something by passing those silly tests, okay? So when you pass the test, you feel like you should get a medal of honor or whatever, okay? Because he will see your reaction to the word you passed the test. If you were happy, ooh, I'm in control now.
Yeah.
This is a way to play their game. This right here, this podcast is for you and us to play their game. That's the thing. Now, we can tackle the red flags that you have as well. We can talk about red flags for the next 3 hours. We have 3 hours here, okay? So let's keep going.
We've got
Okay.
a lot.
So we're gonna talk about the psychology of manipulative people. I'll start with a point, if I may.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna discuss the point of pain and strength. This is actually something that I was reading about a few days ago in a book called Letting Go by Dr. David Hawkins. So when we talk about pain and strength, okay, a narcissist, a manipulator who actually identifies with their pain, believe that they need to cause more pain to show that they're strong. And I believe that stems from the fact that they felt helpless in moments of pain. So now, when they say that they can control the pain, okay, they are strong. When in reality, how does pain and strength connect to each other. A truly strong person is that who went through so much pain, so much trauma, so much things in life, but chose to heal themselves from it and not spread it like cancer. Okay? They chose not to put others through it. That's how you recognize a strong person.
Yes.
If somebody's first choice is violence, they are not strong.
By the way, violence is not always an answer.
Violence is never an answer. Healing yourself is the answer. Understanding your emotions is the answer. Okay? So the strongest people are the people who choose to move with kindness even to the ones that harmed them.
Yes.
I'm not gonna come here and hurt you. I'm not gonna come here and do anything to you, because you get to a point where you're like, okay, I understand. Like, please, stay away from me. But I understand that you function strangely. So I choose my peace.
Yeah.
These are the strongest people. Yeah.
That was a very good point.
Yeah.
That was a very good
So now, what is your point of the psychology of manipulative people and manipulative behavior?
I want to add something on top of what you just said about this whole idea that the true strength actually lies in being kind to others around you.
It's difficult.
It's very difficult.
It's difficult to see someone you wish you can beat up and be like, I wish you a blessed day.
Yeah, yeah. The power in letting go, no pun intended, but it makes sense. There's true power in letting go.
There is.
Let's talk about the origin of your trauma, the origin of trauma of a manipulator. The very first thing a manipulator actually can do for themselves, if they really want to do the inner work and they really want to heal, is go back to the root of it.
Dude, if a manipulator wanted to heal, they wouldn't even be a manipulator. They would be a healed person.
They would be a healed person. That is actually true. But when we talk about this, if a manipulator really, really wanted to heal themselves, like really wanted to change themselves, they would go back to the very root of why they behave the way they behave.
But you know what comes even before that?
Yeah.
Self-awareness.
Yeah.
They would have to have self-awareness. In order for us to heal and to actually go back, we would be like, okay, this isn't working for me anymore. I want a better outcome. I want a better life. I want better for myself. So we would have to have self-awareness. Do manipulators have self-awareness?
Great point. And this brings me to the topic, back to our topic of the psychology of manipulators. Self-awareness in a person requires deep reflection in moments of silence, when you are sitting with yourself in silence and when you are addressing your demons, your issues, and you are actually accepting the fact that, okay, this is who I am and this is wrong.
This is wrong. To admit that you're wrong is way off to a manipulator.
Yeah.
What do you mean I'm wrong? I'm the king.
Yeah.
Or the queen.
Yeah.
Or both.
I'm right. I'm right all along. You're the problem.
Exactly.
The world.
Yes. One of the things that they will do, they will love bomb you and gaslight you so hard. Oh my God. The gaslighting. When you're self-aware, you, the listener, the person who is watching this, when you are self-aware, the gaslighting is not going to work.
Yeah.
You're going to be like, no, I saw what I saw and I heard what I heard and I felt what I felt. And now you are dealing with the consequences of your actions. This isn't on me.
Yeah.
Okay, but they will try to gaslight you. Like, I'll give you an example.
Let's do an example.
I'll give you an example.
Yeah.
Okay? I never said that. Literally. Okay. This, I'll give you exactly what happened. So, this specific person told me that they had no space for me in their life, okay? And when they texted again, and I told him, but you said I have no space for you in your life. He's like, I never said that. I'm like, sweetie, you did. I know, I heard, I saw. So the gaslighting didn't work. Because I'm not crazy. Yeah, I know you said that. Okay, this is the gaslighting one. Want to take the love bombing?
Yes. Oh my God, the love bombing. Let's talk about saying I love you in the first week. And then in the second week, let's buy a house together. Let's have children. Let's get married. You already have nicknames for each other. Whoa. No.
Wait, like, to say I love you is one thing, but to say let's have children, we're not qualified to have a bird or a pet rock, and you want us to bear a child? Wow. Shit. Okay. And we are back.
We're back.
Took a little break. Much needed break. So,
Let's go.
the next thing we will tackle is the level of consciousness of most manipulators. I'm not going to say all manipulators because, at least you're going to be able to identify. Now, let me explain a little bit when I say a level of consciousness. So, the level of consciousness is something by Dr. David Hawkins, in which he states that each human being is functioning primarily out of a specific level of consciousness, okay? And you'll be able to determine this level of consciousness by their the language they use with you, the language they use with themselves. Everything that they do on daily basis will determine how this person functions, okay? I will actually link the exact map of consciousness so you can better determine it. So for this specific person always said that they functioned. They said, okay, I'm not like making this up right now, it's word for word.
We cannot make this up, by the way.
Okay, they said that they functioned primarily out of anger and hate. I'm not even kidding. They said that they functioned out of anger and hate. Now, let's right now we will dive into what is a person that functions out of anger and hate. Okay. So, first of all, we need to know the emotional state that this person is always going to be in. This person is always going to feel anxious. This person is always going to feel hate towards everything in society. We're talking about people, we're talking about things, like they can't find joy in anything. This person is usually going through despair and regret. Okay? Now, how does this affect you, right? Like somebody else's level of consciousness. We'll get to that in a bit. First of all, we're going to see how they view life. And this is where you come in. Okay? Because they're going to see life as hopeless, disappointing, and unfair. So, you bring hope into this person's life? No, you're not. You're not. You're actually setting yourself up for disappointment. Because that's what they will deliver. They will deliver hopelessness and disappointment. Because this is how they view life. Imagine you're a person who functions out of joy and happiness and love. And you are met with someone so negative that you start questioning, what is that even? Like, how do you live? Tell me, I'm intrigued. Okay? So, their process, or the way that they will process things, is usually with aggression. And that's why we're saying, when someone tells you that their solution to everything is violence, dig deeper into their level of consciousness. Dig deeper, please. A person who is healed will never use this type or be or allow themselves to be in this state. Mic on a stick. Mic drop. Mic drop.
Mic drop. And one more thing, Leo, to add to this person is also, and people like him, could be a woman, could be anyone in your life, they're also very prone to doing comparisons for every single thing. They will compare you with themselves. It's not just about having experiences, different life experiences, It could be about your education. It could be about you making probably more money out of them. Oh, more money than them.
We're
Not out of
making
them.
money
Not out of them. That was a slip of my tongue.
We are not making money out of
them.
them.
Sorry.
We don't want to see anybody shattered. And this is serious. This is a threat. No, I'm kidding. Anyways.
So if they're on a roller coaster ride, you don't need to embark on that ride with them.
And also, one more important part is that you don't need to prove yourself to be worthy of love. And this is something I'm gonna say by the end of the video, but that realization hit me one day like a ton of bricks. Hit me like a ton of bricks, okay? Even a ton of bricks is lighter. Now, how do we detach? That
Very
is
important.
my favorite part. By not reacting. As simple as that. We're not gonna react.
It's not gonna be easy, but it's simple.
Listen, it's so simple. It's so simple. It's so simple. Like, if they are hot and cold, we're not gonna react. I'm not even kidding.
Literally.
I'm not even kidding, because the thing is, I didn't have reactions. Okay? I didn't have reactions. Which made him have reactions.
Yes.
And this is when I understood the game.
Yes.
Because, okay, I have 10 plus years of experience of dealing with narcissists and manipulators. Okay. So, like, we're putting it to the use, okay? I have 10 plus years of experience. If this was LinkedIn, I'd get the job.
Oh my.
Don't react. Yeah. If you see yourself doing something that you would expect the other person is waiting for you to do the opposite. Do the opposite. If you know that this person is expecting you to constantly text, do the opposite. Don't text at all. If you find yourself doing something you are usually doing that always brought really bad outcome, do the opposite. Always, always. You're obsessing over someone, it means you have way too much time on your hands.
Yeah. Do something nice for yourself.
We love you. You love you too.
Yes.
We all love you. I look like a mom right now. My God. So the way to detach is to not react. Don't give reactions. Never give reactions. I'll say that again for the people in the back. Don't react. Mic on a stick. Don't react.
Don't react.
Now,
Yes.
we're gonna be diving into, and this is a harsh one,
Yeah.
our own behaviors.
Yeah. Because that's where the healing starts.
That's where the healing starts.
Every solution begins
Yeah.
with.
Our own behaviors determine a lot of things. Our behavior with the people, first of all, aside from the people, I don't care about that. Our behaviors with ourselves. Do you take care of every aspect of yourself? The way you behave with yourself, the way you talk to yourself, will always be seen. If you're talking to yourself negatively and another person comes and piles onto that, you'll actually believe it because this is how you talk to yourself. Now, let's say, right, yourself, the way you talk to yourself, your brain listens without even understanding what are you saying to it, right? It will do. It will just do. Imagine like you have a little genie in a lamp, okay, Aladdin. And whenever you actually wish for something or say something or speak it, it happens. This is literally your brain. And a little fun fact about our brains is that, let's say we usually give our minds, our brains, a specific kind of talk, a specific emotion, a specific thought. So your brain doesn't really understand that this is making you upset. It's thinking, oh, they're thinking about it so much, so that they must like it. Let me give them more.
Yes.
That's why when one negative thought comes along, a million others do.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
our own behaviors with ourselves will determine how we treat the external, will determine how we treat people in our lives, people that we allow into our lives, okay? Like, honestly speaking. The behavior, whenever you notice a behavior that is not really productive, I'll show you a little thing. Okay, what I do is, for me, I literally draft it down. I'm just trying to find a page that is actually drafted. I literally draft it down. I'm not even kidding. I'm like, okay, like literally, it's insane. Okay, like this is the way to deal with it, because this is you. If you didn't take care of you, who will? Nobody.
No.
Do you have anything to add to the self-behavior?
Yes. I think let's help the people out there identify the self-sabotaging behavior that we exhibit that actually enables the manipulator and the narcissists to be successful in their game plan.
Nice.
We really need to address this, and it's gonna sound really ugly. Most probably you will not accept it right away,
But it's okay.
and it's okay. Yeah, it's absolutely okay. But what we're trying to do here is to help you develop that habit of self-reflection through this by addressing this, because if you don't come to terms with your own behaviors, you won't be able to tackle this dirty game.
Yeah.
And it's very dirty, by the way. So you have to protect yourself. You have to be really careful about dealing with the people. So let's address those behaviors.
You go.
All right. First and foremost, don't open up so easily with the people you're interacting with. You have absolutely no obligation to make another person comfortable. You have absolutely no obligation, and this does not mean that you are unkind. It doesn't mean that you are being unkind. No, not at all. If a person within 5 days of meeting you and knowing you dumps their really personal, tragic, and difficult to imagine details with you, you need to take a step back and reflect on exactly what they're looking for and what you can offer them.
Oh, I have an idea. You can offer them to actually sign for therapy.
Yeah, they need to go to therapy first and foremost. And
You're not a free therapist. Let's
Yeah.
remember that.
Yes.
She told me that when she was acting.
Yes, please. You don't have to be a therapist to anyone out there. If somebody is dumping their trauma on you, you can choose to be kind by listening to them.
Oh, you don't even have to. Anyways.
And if you don't want to, and it's
Yeah.
completely
If it makes
okay
you feel uncomfortable, just say this is not.
Just say that you're not. Listen, I empathize with you, but that's something that I don't want to discuss at the moment. I think it would be better that you seek therapy for it, because I'm not the right person to give you an
Perfect.
advice.
See, now you're
That's
kind.
perfect.
You're kind.
You're kind. And if they react to it in a negative way, run,
because now that's a boundary you set, and
Yes.
they don't want to adhere to your boundaries.
Yes.
So they will never respect you.
Yes, narcissists and manipulators will always try to blur those boundaries, and beware, they will try to make you feel bad about it.
Yeah.
They will try to make you
making a
question.
boundary between
Exactly.
us.
They will try to make you question your intentions towards them, and some people unfortunately fall for it. They go like, okay, I think I was too harsh. Okay, let's hear you out. Tell me, how can I help you? Oh, don't do
And
that.
energetically speaking, you don't want to involve yourself in other people's, trauma if you know you cannot help. Okay, sometimes we talk to each other and we console each other and we were there, but that doesn't mean that you need to be there for everyone. There are people who actually study this field. They are called therapists and psychiatrists. They actually get paid to give you solutions to your issues, and this is the person you should talk to.
Yeah.
You can't trauma dump on someone and just expect them to listen, because it's the nice thing to do. I don't want to be nice. I'm okay being the villain.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
And she knows.
No. I love knowing that.
She knows too much though.
In a very short time, yes, but I love it. I love it.
It's so much fun.
Yes,
it's like
it's so much fun.
it's
Exactly.
awesome. Okay, so the thing is, our own behaviors. Let's start with our own behaviors towards ourselves. If we were able to identify, truly reflect and identify the behaviors that we do that would actually get us to sympathize with narcissists, we're going to be able to cut them at the source.
Yeah.
Let's cut them at the source. Deal?
And I would say, Leo, identifying it is easier than you think.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
Oh, my God. Okay.
It's just there in your face.
Dude, challenge. Your last 3 relationships, okay? Why did they go wrong? What are the behaviors on your side that made them go wrong and on the other person's side? If you're able to write these down, share their stories, man. Come on.
Tell us your stories.
We will
us
share your stories. Promise.
Yeah. Anonymously.
Of course.
Yeah. Unless you want us to put it out there, like, oh, okay, that's the person, that's what they did. We're fine with that.
Let's.
Very important thing, which Leo and I'm gonna reiterate this. Do not chase. Do not chase.
Never chase.
This just reminds me of Future's song. No, I don't want to say that. Future is toxic as hell. Anyways. Okay.
You just called out Future.
Future.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
Future, you know you're toxic.
Oh, come on. It's right there. You just call. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. You want to know a manipulator? Go listen to Future's music, by the way.
Oh.
Go listen to The Weeknd, by the way. No, nothing against
You
fans
keep
out
calling
there.
out everybody, dude.
Shit. Their PR team is going to come after me now.
I think that there are specific people who enjoy this type of music.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah, we unfortunately happen to know one of them. Anyways, coming back to the topic about behaviors. Yes. So reiterating Leo's point, never chase. Never chase. If the person has consciously made a decision to push you out of their lives and walk away from you,
all you have to say is adios.
bye, amigo.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.
You don't need to chase them.
Ciao.
That's it.
Bye.
Cut them
Ooh,
off.
that reminded me of something.
Yes.
The chase game. Okay, first of all, the chase game. Never play that with anyone.
Yeah.
Narcissist, not narcissist, manipulator, not manipulator, whatever. The person who likes this, like, I'm gonna do this so she can chase me. I'm gonna do that so he can come to me. Like,
Nope.
we're grown-ups. We're adults. We have a good level of self-awareness and a good level of consciousness. Okay.
Yes.
So the chase game is off the table. If somebody wanted to act hot and cold, I'll kick him to the curb, as well you should, as well everybody. No hot and cold.
Yeah. And if you have done that already, by the way,
It's okay.
it's okay.
But now we're identifying a behavior that we can actually easily stop.
Yes.
There's also one more factor. This is gonna be insane.
What is it?
The physical changes that happen to us
Oh,
when we are with the wrong people.
and they're real.
The physical changes. I was showing her a picture of mine when
Yeah.
I was in a very toxic relationship at the time. I'll actually put it in the video. You'll be able to see it. Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Let's do that.
It's that bad, by the way. She gave me the "Are you sure?" look.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, and I'm now thinking, yes, that's a very good example.
Yeah. Okay. This is the definition of somebody draining the life out of you. So I got this Schengen when I was in a relationship that was so fucking toxic, it's insane, right? And then we look here. Look at me now. I'm alone. I'm single. Look at me. I'm fucking glowing. Oh my God. Literally, I was in a very toxic relationship where I had to wear the man's shoes. I had to be the masculine one. I had to. So my face, you'll see it. And then a picture that I recently took for reasons. And you'll see that literally it's not the same person. And it's insane, those physical changes. When you're with the wrong person, your body is going to give you all the signs. You're either going to break out in pimples, you will have constant pain in your stomach,
Yes.
you will look dead in the eyes like I did. Oh my God. Jeffrey Dahmer had more life in his eyes than I did.
Oh, shit.
Ed Gein had more life in his eyes than I did. I'm not even kidding. I looked like I belonged. I don't want to say that. Anyways.
Yeah.
It's insane. Your body will fight the person with everything it has. Yeah. Listen to your bodies. I remember for a while when I was involved with that person, I was actually going to say the name that we usually use.
We can say it out loud.
No,
we
no,
actually have
no,
a
no.
nickname. No? Okay, let's not. Okay, all right.
It's so funny.
But we use that name in our general conversations because it's so befitting.
Oh, it is. Anyways, so I literally my chin started to break out in pimples as well as my forehead.
Really? Oh my god.
You see my skin.
Yeah.
My chin broke out in pimples. I was losing sleep. I would sleep for 3 hours a day. And by the way, I go to the gym, so that's not really a thing for me.
Oh my god.
Sleeping 3 hours and drinking a lot of pre-workout? Nuh-uh. Thank you.
No.
Your body is gonna give you signs, and if you see them in person, you might start experiencing things that you never did. Mm-hmm. For instance, losing hair, constant pain in your stomach, a lump at your throat. You will start experiencing very strange symptoms, and then you're gonna keep pushing, thinking that they're butterflies or something. They're not butterflies. They're warning.
Yeah, they're warning signs.
Run from me, darling. You better run for your life.
We love an ADHD brain here, by the way.
Just saying. Okay.
This is so relatable, Leo, because this whole thing about sleep, watch out for these things about yourself.
She's gonna tell you too. It's your appetite. Your appetite will change.
Oh my god, your appetite will change, your sleep pattern will change. You will mistake all of this for butterflies, for true feelings from your side. But here's a food for thought. Do you see these similar changes in the other person? For example, let's just put something out there. If you are going above and beyond for them, making time for them, losing sleep over them, just so you can have a conversation with them, just
worth it.
Yeah, just notice. Just take a step back and just observe. Are they doing the same for you, or are they prioritizing their rest, their sleep, their food, their work, their daily life overview?
And while doing this, they expect you to prioritize them.
Yeah.
If you didn't, they will tell you that everything you ever did was bullshit. Yeah. Everything. What do you mean?
As an individual, you have your own goals, you have your own objectives.
Never let them go,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, never,
For any
ever.
person. If you had to give up any part of yourself to be with someone, they are not your person.
Oh, mic drop, Leo.
They are not your person. I did this. Again, 10 plus years of experience with dealing with narcissists and manipulators. By the way, not nice, but we're here today. So, if you had to change any part of yourself to appease another person, please run. Don't even look back. Okay, never look back. They are telling you basically, I love you on my terms that I will impose on you, and you have to follow them, or else you're not good enough. Okay, sure, I'm not good enough. Bye.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to see that in you, sure. Nothing you do will change it, by the way.
Yeah.
Newsflash. If somebody thought you were not good enough or you were too much, they will not change their mind. They will just keep making you feel bad about yourself.
Yeah.
And they will try their very best. Sometimes they'll succeed. Sometimes they won't. Let's hope for the majority it won't. Because right now there's this, and we're going to be discussing this a lot. The last part of our lovely podcast.
Conversation.
Narcissists hate it when you have any type of support in your life. They will try to isolate you from your friends, from your family, from your daily activities, from anything that brings you joy. And they will put that under the name of love. I'm everything you need.
Damn.
No, nobody's everything you need. At all. You are everything you need. But to actually place so much importance on someone external, they will try to isolate you. This is the very, very thing that they do. When you feel like you don't have time for your friends, you don't have time for your family, run from me, darling. Run from me, darling.
And they're going to make you feel like you need them.
Ooh,
and
need.
They are the only ones for you.
You will never find someone like me.
No.
Yeah, I hope I don't. Please, never show up again.
Never show up again.
Leave Earth.
Yeah. But so, that's how isolation works.
Yeah, literally. They will try to isolate you. And the isolation thing hurts. If you've been through this, I apologize. I myself went through this on multiple occasions. Okay? Yeah. And you feel like you're going insane because the isolation means that they have gained full control. So their presence is now causing you fear. Imagine a presence of a partner causing you fear. To see them means to think that, oh my God, what are they going to do now? Oh my God, what's going to happen? Nothing is going to go okay. And you are in this fight or flight mode the entire time. This is what isolation does to you. And this is what isolation does to any of us. A person will try to isolate you so you don't actually get the support you need when you are discussing them. So you don't discuss them. Yeah. Who are you going to discuss them with? The walls?
Exactly. So don't lose sight of your support system.
Never.
Make sure you have the right people around you.
Yeah.
Because when this all goes down, you're going to need to have a fallback strategy, a fallback plan. Yeah. You need people out there to understand what you have just gone through, and they will help you come out of it. Trust that if you have the right people around you.
Exactly.
So be mindful of that. Don't isolate yourself. Don't think that this person is going to be the only one for you out there.
And also, if somebody told you to not... If you see the tendencies of somebody trying to isolate you, cut them out immediately. Cut them out like we trim those dead ends. Cut them out. Again, I say cut them out.
Absolutely.
Cut. Exactly. Because they will try and try. And by the way, these people are usually the ones that are the most cheaters.
Oh, we're now going into another territory.
These people that try to isolate you and try to project onto you, if we were in a relationship, okay, and I come to you today and I would tell you, I know you're talking to other people out of nowhere. You didn't show any signs, anything. You're just there. They're projecting. I remember this actually happened to me once with this person we're discussing. So let me give you this little story.
All right.
So this guy, I fell asleep. Okay, I literally just fell asleep. And I wake up to missed calls.
Damn.
Yeah, keep in mind.
Wow.
Missed calls and texts and whatever. So I'm like, I called him and he's like, were you talking to another man?
Oh my
I'm like,
God.
I was sleeping? He's like, you don't sound like you were sleeping. I'm like, but I was. It was like 3 a.m. by the way, the time that I called. And then I was like, at that moment, I was like, no, but I was sleeping. Are you projecting? He immediately changed the subject.
Oh wow.
Immediately.
Wow.
So you can literally face them with that. Don't allow people to isolate you. And one more important note. Listen to your friends when they tell you they're not good for you. Listen to your friends. I was told by every single person, please, no, he's not a good guy. He is not a good guy. And I'm like, but he is. And they're like, oh my God. No, he's not a good guy. Listen to your friends always. My friends, everybody out there who has ever told me that the guy was not good, and really it turns out he was not good, I love you. I appreciate you.
That is so true.
Yeah.
And by the way, that's a mistake I made. I never once told my best friends about the person.
This is another red flag, by
Yes,
the way.
this is another red flag. This is another
When
red
you
flag.
have to hide, something means something is wrong.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
for sure. The only time I did tell my best friend is when I was seeing this another version of the person. Obviously it was 3 a.m. my time.
It's over 3 a.m. Don't you notice?
It's always freaking 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m. my time. I was jet lagged. I had lost the sleep. I frantically called my best friend, and my best friend happens to be in Auckland. So that was another thing that she was dealing with. She was at work. She made out time for me, and when she saw that, okay, I'm calling her frantically at 3 a.m. my time, she realized something has happened. And that's when I told her. But the best part is, having good people in your life is when they don't judge you, they listen to you, and then they tell you exactly what went wrong. And it wasn't like she was going about telling me how wrong that person was. She also addressed the things I did wrong in that moment, because I thought that I was in the right place, and I thought that this is something that could work out with this particular person, because
Of all the promises. Huh?
yes, because I wanted that to happen, and she also helped me. Best friends, these people, the support system will also help you understand your own weaknesses so that you don't allow manipulators and narcissists like them to use them against you.
Yeah. This is important.
So keep your friends updated, the right ones, by the way, your best friends who have
The intentions for you, the good intentions.
exactly the good intentions, good interests for you.
So there's one more thing I
Yes.
think I would like to.
Let's also talk about how you did that exercise of.
I did. We did. We did.
You showed that. Okay.
So there is this one thing that I want to mention so bad, but let me just find the page, because with my pages and stuff, it's very difficult to find pages sometimes. I wanted to mention is that you remember in the beginning I said that something hit me like a ton of bricks.
Yes.
I'm gonna read it as is. It's literally written on this page. And it goes, we accept the love we believe we deserve. And a lot of us for a long time didn't believe that we deserved that much. How, you may ask? By staying in situations that drained us, by allowing people to take way more than they give, by convincing ourselves that the scraps of attention was better than getting none. However, the saddest part is that it was normal, that it was what we thought we were worthy of. But the hardest truth is coming to terms with the fact that the way we let others love us is a mirror to how we love ourselves. Ouch. Sorry. Ouch. And when our self-worth is fragile, and this is very important, when our self-worth is fragile, we start mistaking tolerance for affection. We start calling endurance devotion. Love isn't supposed to feel like begging for something or fighting for a spot in someone's life. Love shouldn't feel like you're never enough. Love shouldn't feel like you have to prove yourself, your worth, your anything. Love is supposed to feel like being consistently chosen freely and fully with everything that you are, all your quirks if you may, all the things that you don't really like about yourself are gonna be the things that they love the most about you. The things that they will think, oh my God, that person is so unique. Now, we all deserve to feel this way, but sometimes, in order for us to feel this way from an external source, we have to provide it for ourselves internally. We have to tackle the fact that, yes, we all went through trauma, yes, we all went through a lot of things, but we are not our trauma. We need to love ourselves to a level that nobody has ever provided us with. Because guess what? You think that the love of your life is someone else? No. The love of your life is yourself. And coming to terms with that was probably one of the hardest things that I ever had to go through. And I believe it goes the same for you as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Because we both went through trauma, and it was all different types of trauma, very different. So but the one common thing is that we were both made to believe that we were unlovable.
Yeah.
And this started, I said it weird. This actually started when we were very young, that we were unlovable, that anybody who wants to be with us, we should grab onto them.
Yeah.
It's not true.
That's true. That's right.
This is not true. You and me and Sarah and everybody who is here is worthy of being chosen fully. Worthy, more than worthy. Knowing your unique attributes, knowing the things that make you you, and falling in love with yourself, you will literally stop seeking it externally. I heard this lady say once, you have to live your life as if you're going to be single forever.
I love that.
Yeah. Why, you might ask? It's because you're no longer seeking external validation. You're no longer seeking external love. You're no longer seeking. And this is when you receive. Because you are giving it to yourself already. So you are raising your self-esteem. You're raising the bar. If somebody was coming into your life and giving you less than what you give yourself, you're going to be like, sorry, you don't match what I give me. You don't add value. What value are you adding into my life?
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a very important part. This is a very important point.
Absolutely.
The value that you put into your own self is everything you need. Keep that in mind. Coming from someone who, I'm going to share something, and then I would like you to share, if you can, something of the same. Coming from someone who was always ridiculed and judged for the way she looked. I was very overweight. I weighed well over 100 kilograms. And I was always made to believe that I'm not good enough. I was always made to believe that I needed to play myself smaller. And after losing that weight, and after actually loving the process, it took me a long time to get over the issues that I gained during that time. It took me years. It took me over like 6 years or something. So to make myself understand that I'm lovable was the most difficult thing ever. And it's going to be difficult for a lot of us.
Thank you for sharing that.
My pleasure.
I'll admit something very, how do I say this? I wouldn't call it a weakness. Vulnerable? Yeah, I'll admit something extremely vulnerable about myself today, which has caused me to go through this experience recently. But this has also been life-changing and eye-opening for me, because it felt like this was the last straw. God was trying to make me be more aware of myself. Probably I wasn't learning previously from these experiences, but now I finally do. Is that, yes, I've always had that incessant need to be loved for who I am as a person, to be validated, to be acknowledged, to be understood for who I am. Always. And unfortunately, that came from my experience with someone very close to me in my life. I do not want to reveal the relationship with them, but I think it should be okay. And since a child, I have been subject to that kind of environment, those stimulus, which actually developed those triggers in me and then turned me into who I was. And when I say I was, is because the last 3 months, the experience that I had with the same person that you had has been quite transformative. Something really good came out of this horrible experience.
And one of the good things is that we met.
Yes, this is one of the best things that we made that happened to us, is that under really unconventional circumstances we met. Let's come to that in the end. Let's address that as well. This is interesting. So coming back to the behaviors is and you really, as a person, you really need to be mindful of these things. Like, question yourself that when the manipulator and the narcissist is offering you nothing but crumbs, literal crumbs, and you find yourself in a position to be begging for those crumbs and to be so happy and fulfilled with that bare minimum.
Oh, less than bare minimum.
Less than bare minimum. Please, please, please take a few steps back and reflect on what is happening around you, because you are under a spell, to be honest. It's like a spell when you're manipulated by a narcissist. It's a spell. It works like a spell. Unless you cut them off completely, you do not realize, you do not come to reality, you do not come to terms with your reality.
Yeah.
So take that opportunity. If you are in this situation right now, take that opportunity.
And reach out, please.
Yes, reach out to the people around you, the people you can trust, share your experience, ask them for advice, and develop that critical thinking. This is very important for you, that you develop that. And you question yourself. And then you make a decision. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy for you to detach yourself from a person like that, because that person obviously has a lot of control over you, a lot of power over you. And the moment they realize that you are now becoming independent,
This is
and
when they pounce. This is when they jump back.
this is when they have
a radar.
They have an arsenal, exactly. They have an arsenal. They can use it against you in all sorts of ways. So be very, very careful. Be very careful. And remember your triggers. Don't let other people use them against you.
Ooh, this is a very important
Please.
point. So never share your triggers. Never share your trauma. It will be used against you by a narcissist.
Yeah.
And it's the worst thing. It's the worst pain you can feel.
Oh yeah.
Really. And they will make sure to hurt you the same way you've been hurt, if not worse.
Yeah. And people like these, they don't sympathize with you.
Oh yeah, never. They will never sympathize.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
They don't have empathy for you. They never loved you.
They look for things they can attack you with. Attack.
And by the way, that makes them weak. You're not a weak person.
Yes! That is true.
That makes them weak. You're not a weak person.
You're not. We
You're
all
not a
have
weak
triggers.
person.
We all have trauma. We all
Yes.
have everything. You're not weak.
Yes.
We are here, and every single one of us is stronger than they think. By the way. Actually,
We'll do more. We'll dive deeply into psychological studies. People who have worked on studying these mindsets, they have proven theories through experiments. And this is why this podcast is not going to be a fluffy experiment, just two women sitting here bitching about people in their lives. No.
This is how we actually define and understand and detach.
Yes.
That's why it says no fluff.
Yes. We want to make it educational for you. We really
also
want you to
fun.
learn. Yeah, but it also needs to have a bit of a fun.
Yeah, we're laughing a lot. So that was really good.
Yes.
And think this is the end of the podcast now.
Yes. Wow, that was good.